In this video, I will go through how my Skool community grew in March 2026, and I will show how many members I got, how much I grew my MRR, and how much I spent, for example, on meta ads, and what things I did in March. So welcome to One Person Show episode 27, and I'm Samuli Eskanen, and in this show I'm building a one-person online business in public using educational and content AI tools, Skool and meta ads. And this is for entrepreneurs, coaches and experts who want to build an online business around their expertise without a team. So what has happened in March 2026? So I made a lot of different about page text to my one person show community. So I tested a lot of different like styles for about pages. So as you can see here, I created a ton of different versions. Different versions got different conversion rates, of course. But of course, in the February, for example, I changed my pricing model for my community, so that was the reason why I needed also keep testing on March. So eventually I got this landing page that I have currently. I also made like a new video, but also in March I also tested like a new pricing model. So that was also the reason why I needed to create again new about pages. So in March I tested from changing tiers to the subscription model. And by the way, one thing about if you want to do this kind of change, all the members will stay on their tiers that they have bought, even though you change back to like one monthly price. So that happened. But after in this new subscription model, when people join, they will go to the standard tier basically. So because I made that kind of change that I changed these tiers and only left this premium pricing. So because I want to test will that work, or only like have one price for this, and it kind of worked. I got a few sales, but it was too expensive to run ads, at least currently, for only on this pricing. But and when people joined, and because I have like inside my classroom there is like different levels, so for that $5 per month they can access to these normal modules here, these 4 modules here, and $17 per month gives access to these YouTube models also. So that's why when I tried the pricing change, whenever new people joined in this subscription pricing, I needed to manually like grant access to those like new modules because I started with this tiers model. So it was a little bit hassle, not much, but just to keep in mind if you want to do this kind of change. But eventually I changed it back. I tested like a week and run ads only on that one price, and then I changed it back to this two tiers model, and at least for my community that was better. But I think because I go through a lot of like these communities that made the top of the Skool games, so they got a lot of sales and things like that. Most of them actually only had like one price for the community, and few had tiers pricing on, but the second tier was basically like high ticket. So for example, 1,000 per month with like one-to-one help plus the community. So just to keep in mind, and that is also the reason why in my other community, the one person business, I'm now trying this freemium model, where is I have now a free community, so you can join this one person business community free, and then there is a premium membership that with this you can get access to like AI tools and what I built on AI space. So I'm just testing this kind of model here, but I think like if you are like starting Skool community or running Skool community currently, I think it's like a better case to run like only like one subscription pricing if you have only like paid community, because and at least build your community much further. That, for example, I have now over 200 members here, which is pretty awesome. But if I would start this whole community again, I would have only keep like $5 per month pricing and run ads until I have like 1,000 members, and then maybe add that second tier in retrospect if I think about how I would build this now. And also I organized my classroom, so I made these new covers here, and also one of the reasons why I went through this, because I noticed that one of the best ads that I had then was like a screenshot of this community page, and then I just go through each of these text very carefully, and I made this text so, for example, that they show up here correctly, fully. So I made it much shorter, and also like that this text also like sell this one module at a time. So that was the reason why I made this change. So now I currently can just take a picture of this classroom and use those as an ad, or I can take a picture just one module and use that and add. So for example, I took a picture only in this small room YouTube studio module, and that was great ad and got me few members. And I also made a new lead magnet, this film once a week and post daily lead magnet. So here I'm just showing how I'm currently filming once a week and posting daily, and in the end they can join the 1% show. And as you can see in this version, I already had only had this subscription pricing going on, so I'm going to change this last box in this lead magnet for both of those tiers pricing showing. So that was a good thing, and I also like added like many chat automations for Instagram, where I promoted lead magnet, and also made like mailer lead automations. So that was good. And then I started building a lot of AI tools to like help me in the start of the month, and that was actually the reason why I also started here in the 1% business these new AI modules, and because I built tools for myself and I just want to share them. So for example, currently here, this is now my Claude app, and as you can see here, I have now built this, for example, this kind of presentation creator that makes automatically like presentations and one-page web page creation and carousel, Instagram carousel creators and things like that. So I can share those inside the 1% business here. So that was one big thing, basically starting like a new paid premium membership in this March. So that was good. And yeah, that was the last point in this list. And now let's see how this grew. So in the start of March, there was like 170 members in my Skool community, and currently there is 213 members. So it was a good month for growth, and my MRR also grew from $978 to $1,406. So that was great. Of course, I'm still running negative. So if you haven't seen this spreadsheet before, here is only like I track my meta ad spend and how much I get money from Skool. So there isn't like any expenses or things like that in this calculation. So I want like simple calculation, how much I spend on and how much is coming back. But one good thing about this month is that this net per month actually was little bit better than last month, and even though I spent more on ads, so it was actually a lot better. So I'm currently, the trend is starting to change, so because people stay on my community, and that's why I start to see this net per month hopefully now start to climb up. And because on April I probably use less on ads, I think it's definitely going up on April. And currently I'm like almost like 5,000 in negative from ad spend, but it's part of the plan, and hopefully I will get that back. And also, like, I will show my, so you can see the real numbers also. So here is the current, the one person show community results. So here are the member count, how that grew from February to March, and also how the MRR grew here. You can see here. And here is also the cash flow. So it was the best month for the cash flow wise. So I got back like $1,641. So that is pretty awesome, because there was like a dip in February and now it went better on March. And I got also the retention numbers. So currently it's 92%, so basically 8% churn. So it went down, but it was also expected, because in February I launched the premium tier, which is more expensive. So I think then that's why there is this dip, and now I just need to know how this will start to perform like month after month. And conversion rate, as you can see here, I tried the bigger pricing here, so it was a little bit low. I think I only run it like these, like few days, and then I went back to the 2-tier pricing, and already it immediately went higher. So I'm running on this now and focusing mostly on organic traffic in this month, and also like making more lessons here in the 1% show, because I launched this roadmap update. So I'm going to make like how to find viral short form ideas, viral YouTube ideas, and how to shoot multiple cameras, and also like how to color grade with AI. So these are what I'm planning on this 1% show community in this month, and also building more this AI modules here in the 1% business. And I'm also thinking about launching a VIP tier inside the 1% show that would include these AI modules. And I think that is only going to be like a yearly module, but I'm not sure how I will do that. I think I could make it like so that it is only open like maybe once a month or something like that. So there is like a short period of time when everyone can basically in the first, if I launch that, I will put it like $97 per year, so same price as the premium yearly, this kind of launch offer, because I want to test it. Does people want it? But I definitely try it on this VIP tier, because I can then turn it off. So if I turn it on, for example, a week, and if my front end ads for cold audience drop in that period, then I also know that I don't keep that on all the time, but also like maybe open it like a 1 weekend per month and keep adding more stuff to the AI modules. So I'm just thinking that in this way, people from my 1% show don't need to join this other community necessary, but I'm still thinking about how I'm doing that. So that was like this kind of monthly review, and hopefully if this was helpful, please comment below this video so I can know what type of videos you want to watch. And I will leave link of both of my communities below this video, and I also will put the next episode link right here when that is ready. So hopefully see you on the next episode. Bye bye.